Welcome back to Les Rouges and the Yanks. Bienvenue à Les Rouges and the Yanks, where we talk everything Canada soccer and U.S. soccer. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today has the potential to be either a good day or a bad day, a day of history or a day of regret or remorse, depending on how Canada or the USA does and perform today. Canada taking on Costa Rica, reminder tonight at 10 p.m. And at the same time, simultaneously, USA taking on Mexico at Estadio Azteca, a place they've never won. Keep in mind these are both tough venues for both teams, but tonight is or later on tonight is the opportunity to either make, as I said, make the day great or ruin it. So we'll see what one of those outcomes, or in between if they tie. But tonight, or yes, God, I'm getting mixed up. Technically today, but it is tonight of the day I'm recording this. So technically, whatever it is, but I'm gonna go over possible clinching scenarios, and yeah, that's big news for both teams. As first, we're gonna start with Canada, and then we're gonna talk about the USA and talk about ways that they can clinch, and depending on how they perform tonight. And yeah, for one of them, it's a lot more simpler, but for the other, as you probably know, they need a little bit of help from other teams around the league. But without further ado, I have them here, and we're gonna break them down together. And so, yeah, this video should be relatively short compared to the other ones. Later on tonight, there will be game recaps of Canada, Costa Rica, and as well as the USA and Mexico. So we'll see how they'll do. And will one team qualify for the World Cup tonight, or will they both be on hold and we still keep being forced to wait? We'll find out. But without further ado, here is how Canada can qualify for the World Cup tonight. And basically, scenario number one, it's simple. Winning, you're in. Canada takes care of business in Costa Rica, and all they need is 3 points. And I mean, once you get 3 points, that's it. Whatever happens here at BMO or in Panama, it doesn't really matter. But that's scenario number one. So all they got to do is for the Rouges is to take care of business. Winning, you're in. It's simple as that. It's straightforward. No joke, no scam. Winning, you're in, and hopefully they can do so tonight. Scenario number two, though, if Canada doesn't win, if they draw and they just get 1 point instead of 3 points, then Panama or the USA must not pick up 3 points either. So basically, if Canada can't win, no one can win, basically, or specifically US and Panama. But if Canada does draw and USA goes down to Azteca and takes all three, which I want to say wish can happen, but I mean, I don't know, because that's a tough place to play. If anything, they'll draw at the max, but hey, they could prove me wrong tonight, and if they do, I'll be really, really happy. Or Panama, depending on how they play against Honduras. I think they play Honduras tonight, but I'm not sure. But neither one of the USA or Panama can't pick up more than 3 points. So in order for give Canada to draw, so that could happen too. But I would obviously scenario number one is top priority. Just get the job done and win. Just get it over with. That way you don't have to rely on other teams. Because let's be honest, who likes to rely on other teams? USA did it or tried to do it for 2018 World Cup qualifying. You know, we just go back to that horrific Trinidad and Tobago just game where they tried to get help and no one helped them, and fortunately they didn't qualify. So hopefully Canada just takes notes from that and just says, hey, we just need to get the job done. Plus they can stay undefeated if they do. But most importantly, they just need to get the win later on tonight and just take care of business. But however, if Canada loses, scenario three, if Canada loses, they can still advance, but if and only if Panama does not pick up 3 points and the USA has to lose in Estadio Azteca to Mexico. So let's say if Canada drops the ball here, Panama has to at least at the worst tie to, I'm guessing, Honduras or whoever they play, and the USA cannot get any ties or wins. Mexico has to win. So if Canada loses, then you'll be cheering for Mexico, as well as you'll be cheering for Honduras and Panama to tie. If that's worst case scenario. But as I said, out of all the scenarios, just get the job done. Just win outright. It's simple as it is compared to the USA's qualifying scenarios. Canada has a winning year in. The USA really has to still rely on other teams, even if they do beat Mexico, which, I mean, it'll still improve their chances, but Canada has just a straightforward scenario, and that's scenario number one. Just win in Costa Rica, and it's going to be a party, hopefully, and yeah, and Canada will book their ticket to Qatar 2022. All you got to do is win. But then on the other end, let's go to the U.S. This is qualifying scenario, and as I said, it's not as straightforward as Canada because Canada is 4 points higher than the USA, and so USA and Mexico are actually tied right now on points. But the USA clinch a berth tonight with the following scenario. They obviously have to beat Mexico at Azteca, which is a hard task to do. And they got injuries, keep in mind, so they don't have their full squad strength. They're playing at a venue that's always been trouble. And by the way, this could very well be the final USA and Mexico matchup at Azteca, at least for another 8 years, given how rumor has it that CONCACAF will change their qualifying structure. And instead of an octagon, it looks like they might do something else, which that can be a subspecial if you guys give me to a certain amount once I learn more information on that. But that's not going to happen probably for years down the line where they're going to change this format. But the USA, going back to on topic, USA has to, number one, they have to beat Mexico. And I don't know if it says this, but I think all these things have to fall in order. So it's not like Canada where one can happen and you're in. I think all three of these scenarios have to fall in line and bounce the way in the USA in order for them to qualify tonight. Which is why, they have to just win against Mexico, which I know hopefully they'll be playing for down there. But if not, worst case scenario, you play a tie and you try and just get the job done and qualify Sunday at home against Panama. But option number one, or requirement number one, I should say, these are not options, these are requirement, as you have to win against Mexico tonight at Azteca. And then requirement number two, Panama has to lose against Honduras. So they cannot tie. If they tie, then that just kills the scenario outright. Even if the USA does take 3 points in Mexico City, Panama has to lose to Honduras. So if I'm a U.S. fan, you would be cheering for Honduras to try and create an upset here. Honduras, keep in mind, has already been eliminated mathematically from this qualifying. So, but you can at least hope that they can play the role of spoiler here, as that's what the USA will need. If they beat Mexico, you have to cheer for Honduras to beat Panama. And then requirement number three, if only if those two prior requirements do work out, Costa Rica has to lose or draw versus Canada. So you're going to need some help from Canada here. So if Canada can just take down Los Ticos, or if they can just tie at the worst, then that could happen, which, there you go. From the U.S. and Canada, you can work together here, try and help each other out. But I'm pretty sure Canada's going to try and go for all 3 points here because, as I just mentioned, for them, it's winning you're in. It's simple. So maybe the third requirement could be a little more doable. Honduras and Panama, that's going to be a tough one because Panama has looked outstanding. And I'm pretty sure they're going to try and, one loss can derail their entire World Cup qualifying campaign, as they are currently on the bubble 4th place position. So I'm pretty sure Panama is going to want to try and go for all 3 here. And then the win versus Mexico, that's, as I said, that's another tough requirement, as you're going to a venue that has historically been tough to win in. At the best, you've gotten ties. It is a young generation, though. I mean, keep in mind there are injuries, and this is not the full squad strength lineup that everybody was hoping for, as I mentioned in my U.S. roster lineup video. But as I said, next man up mentality. Let's see what this group of players can do, and who knows, man, they might surprise us all. They could win against Mexico, but in order for these 3 scenarios to walk out, the USA will just need every single bit of luck in their favor. And but the Panama one is, once again, it's not like Canada where they don't have to rely on other teams. They have to. The U.S. absolutely needs to rely on help from Panama and Canada in this one in order to increase their chance or solidify their chances of qualifying. So unfortunately for the USA, it's not a winning your in scenario yet. I'm saying hopefully, but a loss against Mexico may definitely delay. I won't say it might jeopardize, because even let's say if they lose, if Panama wins, then Panama would just be 1 point behind the USA in the standings. But it will definitely put the USA and the fans on edge if the USA leaves Mexico City with a loss. So we'll see how they perform tonight, but those are your World Cup qualifying clinching scenarios for both the Rouges and the Yanks. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later tonight for my game breakdowns of both Canada and USA, and we'll find out if somebody clinched the World Cup spot. And but yeah, if you like this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Also tell your friends somebody could qualify for the World Cup and book their ticket to Qatar 2022 in this November. Let's find out.